So we're looking at a very typical 1920s day dress from the NYU Study Collection. And like most of the pieces in this collection, we don't know the exact date or anything about the history of the piece. We don't know who wore it or where it was purchased, etc. But it's got great typical mid-1920s styling. So we're going to point out a couple characteristics of that. The first thing to keep in mind is the overall silhouette of the dress. It's quite short, it has a dropped waistline, it's made of a nice lightweight cotton, so we have a loose-fitting body with a pleated skirt that has, kind of a sporty look to it. And it also has a really attractive kind of sailor-style collar, a collar that we associate with Chanel. She definitely made it popular. This is certainly not a Chanel, but it's kind of a mainstream fashion item that was inspired by things like Chanel's designs. We know it's like a mainstream manufactured dress because it has a wonderful label sewn in, so we can see the manufacturing company that made it. So overall, it has lots of characteristics of the mid-1920s, anywhere from 1924 to 1927. It's short and sporty with a nice dropped waist. Here's an example of really great sparkly evening wear from the 1920s. And you can see it adheres to our typical silhouette, being very loose, not at all form-fitting with that dropped waist. It's sleeveless and it has a very simple kind of scoop neck. What's really extraordinary about this dress is the Art Deco designs of the beading. So we get a combination of things that look like stylized flowers, and we get geometric shapes, and overall a really fantastic sparkly surface that's formed by all these rhinestones and all these sequins and beads. And we've also pulled out a wonderful little Art Deco style evening bag. You'll notice how tiny it is because, again, this would be just for the necessities that a woman would take with her for an evening of dancing. So we're taking a quick look at some accessories from the 1920s. We have a table here with two beautiful evening wraps. One of them, as you can see, has super long fringe and beautiful embroidery on a black background. And here's three of those tiny little purses that were really popular for a woman just to put her necessary items in, such as lipstick, a tiny bit of money, and her cigarettes. And here's another really beautiful evening wrap that combines a sheer metallic lame area with a beautiful black pané velvet in a kind of a deco pattern. So all these wonderful accessories would have been the finishing touches for our 1920s woman.